I'm live. It says I'm live. It says I'm live. Welcome to my house. This is getting dealt with this weekend. So I actually have a bar. Yay! So, hi everyone. I'm Ash Wise. One time, not so long ago, found this little thing called Battling Bear. You can Google it or look through this channel because I left some videos up about it or whatever. But today I wanted to talk about the difference between quitting and letting go. So this morning, while catching up on social media interactions from yesterday's content, I was on LinkedIn actually and saw an article that was posted about, can't remember the guy's name, but anyway, so he was adopted at, it was the image that caught my eye. And it was a professional baseball player going down the tunnel to go to like the locker room. And he was standing up on a chair, hugging, and his mother was reaching over the side, hugging him. And he was just it was just a super sweet embrace. It was just adorable. And so I was like, okay, I'm going to go ahead and read the article. And it talked about how he was adopted whenever he was 3 weeks old. And had always fallen in love with baseball and, continued to play. He wasn't forced to play, but continued to play. And finally, in high school, things started to get tough. And he told his mom that he wanted to quit. She said, it's okay if you want to quit, but you have to go tell your younger brother that it's okay to quit whenever things get tough or things get challenging. And so he continued to play. He went to practice the next day. And here he is playing in the major leagues or college or whatever it is. I didn't pay attention to that. But I thought, that's really cool. And then it brought up a whole bunch of stuff because one of the biggest struggles that I know I've had and I know other people have had is nobody wants to be a quitter. Right? There's a stigma attached with being a quitter. And one of the things that we have to do in life is be able to, we outgrow things. And sometimes that's people, as in marriages. Sometimes that's our family of origin that we outgrow. Sometimes that's all these, different things. And but nobody wants to be a quitter. So what's the difference between quitting and letting go? So that's what we're going to talk about today. So, and this is also going to be super quick. So there you go. So quitting says, okay, so back up just for a second. When you're evaluating, in BS Free Living, one of the tasks is to clear the clutter. And in the process of clearing the clutter, we're not just talking about stuff and clutter. We're talking about the mental clutter, meaning the belief systems. We're talking about relational clutter, meaning ones that are dragging you down. And so with that, I want to talk about tribes and just realize that, you go through the process of evaluating all of this stuff. So we are a member of so many tribes. If we have a partner and we have kiddos, that's a tribe. It takes two people to form a tribe, just so that so relationships. Our family of origin is a tribe. Let's see what else. Our church could be a tribe, our religious organization, our yoga class, meditation class, our work can be, is a tribe. And in every tribe that we have, there are unspoken agreements that we have, unspoken or unconscious agreements that we have about, you're accepted in this tribe because you fit in. But if you turn around and you change, then you're going to be uninvited from the tribe. Okay. So with that being said, you have to go, and look at that and go, what tribes am I part of? What are the unconscious agreements? Does this work for me? Is this a lift up tribe or a let down tribe? And then you have to decide what to do with it from there, to let go of it or quit the tribe. The same thing with belief systems, the same thing with all of that kind of stuff. And that is a lifelong process of clearing the clutter. And the beautiful thing about clearing the clutter is it frees up time, it frees up energy, it frees up, focus to be able to have more of what you want in your life because you've created that space. You let go and you create that space. So what is the difference between quitting and letting go? It's simple. Are you ready? Pay attention because you might miss it. So quitting is I know I'm looking at something and choosing to not move forward with it, even though you know in your gut that this is, yes, it might scare the crap out of you because it's unknown, but you know that this is going to help you grow. So you decide, okay, even though I know that this is probably going to help me grow and create more of what I want to do in my life, it's just too hard or it's too much or I'm not ready or whatever. So you quit. That doesn't mean that you don't come back to it later, but that's quitting. Letting go says, this has been in my life, and while it served a reason, a purpose, a plan, it's no longer serving me. In fact, it's holding me back from growing even more. It's not allowing me to change. So therefore, I'm going to set it free. And if it was meant to be, it will, come back around potentially, unless you're stuck in a codependent or addictive, cycle. But that's the difference. Letting go of something looks a lot like quitting, but you make that decision from a place that says, this is not bringing more happiness, joy, fulfillment, happiness, health, wealth, joy, fulfillment into my life. This, in fact, is keeping me back from doing the things, meeting the people, becoming the person that I'm meant to be. So I'm letting go to make space. The other one says, I'm quitting because I want to stay in my comfort zone, because I'm afraid, because blah, blah, blah. So that is the difference between quitting and letting go. So evaluate that this weekend. Pay attention to what it is that you potentially are holding on to so hard that is making your hands bleed, when you just need to let it go so that you can make space for your growth. Okay? And pay attention to what you're trying to quit or avoid or put off or procrastinate that actually is something that's going to help you, become who it is that you need to be. So I love you. Here is to you cutting the crap, clearing the clutter, and creating more happiness, health, wealth, and fulfillment than you've ever had before in your life. I love you, and I believe in you.